Hello, and welcome to the very first Smorgasboard unboxing video. I'm David Weiss with 401 Games, and today we will be unboxing Fantasy Flight's newest contribution to the Star Wars universe tabletop version, Star Wars Outer Rim, a game of bounty hunters, mercenaries, and smugglers for 1 to 4 players. Now, the game was designed by Corey Konieczka and Tony Fanchi. Konieczka has been working for Fantasy Flight Star Wars franchise for quite a few years, starting with X-Wing back in 2012, then Imperial Assault, and Rebellion, and Destiny, and now he's worked obviously on this more edgy game, literally, as we play some of the more scum and villainous characters out trying to make a living at the edge of the verse. And I'm very excited about this. This game is launching tomorrow, Thursday, and 401 has kindly let me have this advanced copy, still in shrink, you can see, to open for you so you can smell the newness with me as I take it out of the box. So, you've probably looked at pictures of this on BGG. We can see here, there's this setup of the rim and the player mats and encounter decks with the player character stands, and these are the mission cards, the various kinds of missions, bounty and other ones that I remember from the rules, and these are the planetary encounter decks up there. All right, let's open this up. You will need Fantasy Flight Supply Green 5 protective card sleeves. All right, so we open it up. We're greeted by yet another reminder of Keyforge and the usual catalog things. We know Fantasy Flight. Okay, so as is now become standard with FF, we've got our Learn to Play manual and then our rules reference. I actually really like the way they do this in their other games because this takes you through the basics, but then the rules references that I have seen, everything from Mansions of Madness to the New Journeys in Middle-earth, are very comprehensive, and I've never had a problem finding any rule that I wanted to look up. So that's really great. And then we have our shrink-wrapped punch boards and the inevitably space-filling tray, which I will almost for sure toss. Here are the character stands, and interesting that they went with 8-sided dice here. You can see with these sort of marbled brown dice, we've got, let's see here, 1, that's the symbol for a critical hit, and then I believe there's 1, 2, and then 3 regular hits, and then 1, 2 focus hits, which, can be a hit or not depending on the situation. These are these little white pegs are used to track fame on the on your player mat board. And then the cards. I don't know, I sort of like to, I tend to look at the cards last. I don't know, I tend to like to rip stuff open and set up the board. It's very interesting that they've sort of, to me, this Outer Rim, as I implied earlier in the video, has sort of a Firefly-esque vibe to it, in the sense that, you know, you're basically trying to become legendary by accomplishing missions and avoiding patrols, and you're keeping track of your various faction allegiances and how they feel about you. So these are single-sided but modular, so there's a suggested setup, but they've clearly made it so that you can mix stuff up. And these are places where contacts can go on each of the planets. These are the regular nodes of movement. And then we have the maelstrom space where you have to stop. I don't know if there's just the one. The rules imply that there's just one. It seems weird to me why there would just be one, but I don't know. There's different things. Just planets, planets, planets. These are the various faction home planets. Standees, various patrol ships, and money. That means, this has happened recently often, where it's like, wait a second, there's things missing here. Where are the player mats? So, they've gone with fancy and or schmancy player mats with recessed. Let me open this up. Which there we go. So there we go. So here are the player mats. You've got space for your fame, and this is where your crew and cards will go, and then your levels of affinity by the four main factions: Hut and Syndicate and Imperial and Rebel, and then the various jobs and bounties and gear. So nice job with that, actually. I have to say, people, I guess, are tired of stuff sliding around on their player mats, so they've gone with those, color-coded, noted by color. And then this is your ships. So, interesting. So they're double-sided. Interesting. A bunch of different ships. So originally, you've got your modified YT 1300 light freighter, which becomes the Millennium Falcon, perhaps, if you upgrade it. I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that. Or cost the same. Interesting. Anyway, maybe these are your starter ships, and then later on you then level up to the better ships, which makes sense. Yes, gentlemen. Welcome to the Rim. So we can see here, we've got Lando and Han and Gwyn Erso, various Greedo and Boba, so on. Oh, and these are the ends that start and finish the board. So, and I kind of like how they went with sort of money tokens that look like metallic bars. These are the various characters that can turn up that are all tied with specific numbers in the data pack, like we call it, which is a mechanic that's turned up a lot more these days. It kind of reminds me of what they did with the Fallout board game. So, in the sense that it's like a choose your own adventure. But now what's weird is these seem to be in reverse numerical order face down, whereas you probably want it the other way. A little annoying, but it can be taken care of. So basically here are all the different things. No spoilers, no spoilers. And then the various different, so these are the character cards. Lando, Han, Dr. Aphra, Jyn Erso, Boba. IG-88 gets their own ship and they're a droid. Ketsuonyo and Bosk. And then player aids. And oh, now these are the AI cards. Very interested to try the AI mode. And then you have the various decks, which inevitably, one would hope, there will be expansions for to provide more variety. These are the different encounter decks for the planets to save space, maybe, or to save cards. They've paired them up, so you've got Tatooine and Nalhuta on one card. Sure. And it helpfully tells you what the most likely kind of thing you can get on each type of planet is, without telling you specifically what's going to be. Oh, these are the nav point encounters. More encounters, more planets, planets. And then again, these are various items and upgrades and missions and things that you can get. So, there you go. There is the unboxing video, a first look at Star Wars Outer Rim by Fantasy Flight, coming out, releasing tomorrow. So if you haven't pre-ordered from 401, go on over to the website and throw your money at them, and you can be sure that there'll be a write-up in Smorgasboard sometime pretty soon, once I've got a chance to try things out. So stay safe out there, don't flip any tables, and we'll see you again soon.